What's good, people? Raw and real, back at you. I got you some more spiel for you. And everybody know we got a fight coming up January 7th. That card is stacked. When I mean stacked, it's stacked. It's the next level for these young guys. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, it's Hector. It's not the Garcia that we all wanted, but it's still a Garcia nonetheless. Is Hector Garcia. I call him the upset king. Because his last two fights, that's completely what it was. Him upsetting everybody. And Tank can't take this guy lightly. Not at all. I mean, you can't take no undefeated fighter lightly. No fighter, period, for that matter. But especially when they undefeated. They don't know losing like you don't know losing. So, you can't take him lightly. It goes as an opportunity for him to upset again. And that'll be 3 upsets in a row. But we all know he ran through the loudmouth Chris Colbert. He just dominated him, ran through him. At a last minute replacement. So that says something about who Garcia is right there. You getting ready for a fighter that you had no time to really prepare for and still came out on top with a unanimous decision and also a knockdown in the fight, you know. That speaks volumes. But replacements are tricky, man. Replacements are tricky. You know, because you train for this person and all that, and then comes out and you got somebody threw in the mix at the last minute that you really haven't probably watched no film on or really had a chance to properly prepare for. I mean, not making no excuses for Pacquiao, but when they threw Ugas in there, and you know he was training for a southpaw, so you know, so basically your whole camp, you've been training for a southpaw, and then they throw an orthodox fighter in there, and your muscle memory kind of threw off. I mean, I'm not making no excuses for Pacquiao, but I mean, it is what it is when you get these last minute replacements. That's why you got to make them adjustments like Floyd always talk about. You have to learn how to adjust on the fly. But anyway, it's going to be a good fight. Tank can't take this guy lightly. You better not take him lightly because that's the upset king. Then he turned around and upset Gutierrez right after that. And that fight reminded me of Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko. Gutierrez didn't start fighting until like the second half of the fight. I don't know if he felt something. I don't know what the fuck it was. If he felt something or he just, it reminded me of that Teofimo and Lomo fight. I don't know what happened. But it was too little too late because he was already broke down. Now, on the other hand, I see some holes in Garcia that Tank gonna really exploit. Garcia gonna bang, and I hope his best chance is not to try to bang with Tank. You know what I'm saying? But try and catch Tank in the exchanges. But the thing about that is Garcia keeps that right hand very, very low. Well, not the right hand, but I think the left hand. I've been watching one of them because I think he's a southpaw too, but he keeps his hand too low. You cannot do that with Tank. You can't do that with Tank. Because Gutierrez was catching him at the end of that fight with a lot of shit and rocked him a little, buzzed him a little in the exchange. But with Tank is a different monster. I mean, the boy be sparring middleweights and shit, and he done already went from 130 to 135 to 140. Now that Garcia's moving up, the question is, can Garcia handle that pop from a guy that's popping niggas at 140? You know, so it raised the question about Garcia's chin. Is it gonna be able to withstand the power of Tank? That's really the question. But we all know Tank got whiskers. And I don't think if he can't be hurt by somebody at 140, no shout out to no shout out, no, you know, no disrespect to Barrios, but if he can't be hurt by somebody at 140, I don't think a guy that's moving up from 130 is gonna be, you know, too much of a problem for him. I think that Tank might just walk through him. And like I said, the holes in Garcia's defense when he fights, and it's I mean, I don't know, man. It's just, I'm favoring Tank to win the fight, but yet and still is a fight. It can go any kind of way. Maybe Tank get too comfortable and run into something. You know, who knows? But that's boxing. But all in all, I got Tank winning this fight. And if him and Ryan fight, that's gonna be, Ryan got to get him early. That's the only way. But in that particular fight, I still see Tank winning. But that boy Ryan Garcia throws some motherfucking lasers. Now he can hit you so fucking fast you don't see that shit. And he can catch Tank with something he don't see. But again, Tank got them whiskers. Now we all know Garcia like to keep his head straight up in the air. That's a bad habit he would definitely need to get out of before that fight happens. He got to get out of that shit real quick. Shit, because if you going to leave your hair up in the air with Tank, you might as well take it off and give it to him. But Raw and Real back at y'all, man. I promise I'm going to keep making more videos for y'all, man. I've just been hustling, baby. That's all. But tune in. We're going to see what's happening, man. January 7th. Check it out. Must See TV. Peace.